Hey there, it's Tom Harper, just a guy from Willow Creek, Michigan, with a story that'll make your blood boil and maybe even make you cheer a little by the end. Picture this. I'm standing in my backyard, the morning sun filtering through the pines, my hands still dirty from tending my tomato patch, when a bulldozer roars to life and starts ripping through my garden like it's nothing but a pile of weeds. 3 years of sweat, love, and heirloom seeds gone in 30 seconds flat, all because of $89 in overdue HOA fees. Yeah, you heard that right, $89. And now my life's work is being flattened by a woman named Karen Walsh, the HOA queen who's waving her clipboard like it's the Constitution itself. I'm no stranger to tough situations. 20 years training first responders will do that to you, but this was personal. My little 5-acre plot wasn't just a farm. It was my sanctuary, my way of proving you could live simply, grow clean food, and still keep the lake we all shared sparkling clear. But Karen, oh, she had other plans. She stood there, live streaming the whole thing on her phone, shouting about environmental hazards, while her hired muscle crushed my chicken coop. Poor Betsy and her girls scattering in a cloud of feathers. The neighbors? They're filming too, like it's some kind of reality TV showdown, whispering about how I must have been dumping chemicals in the lake. But what they didn't know, what Karen didn't know, was that my family doesn't back down from a fight. We don't just roll over. In our house, we pass down tactical know-how like it's grandma's secret cornbread recipe, and Karen just kicked a hornet's nest. I'm gripping my phone so tight my knuckles are white, but I keep my cool, switch on the body cam I still wear out of habit. Old habits die hard when you've seen what I've seen. I speak low into my radio mic. Targets initiated hostile action. Family units. This is Tom requesting immediate response. Converge on home base. 180-second window starts now. See, my daughter Emily, she's a lawyer with a knack for sniffing out bad paperwork. My son Nate, he's a tech wizard who can make drones dance. And my sister Linda, she's a retired emergency manager who could organize a hurricane response in her sleep. Karen thought she was taking on a lone farmer, but she was about to learn we operate like a well-oiled SWAT team. As the bulldozer churns toward my greenhouse where I've got water sensors proving the lake's cleaner than ever, I catch a glimpse of something on Karen's clipboard during her little livestream performance. It's a logo, just for a split second, but it's not from any government agency. It's sleek, corporate, and it screams money. My gut's telling me this isn't about HOA fees or some fake environmental crisis. This is about land, big money, and Karen's got a piece of it. I'm fuming, but I'm also smiling, because that little slip-up, that's her first mistake, and it's going to cost her. Fast forward to the Willow Creek Farmers Market, the heart of our little lakeside town, where folks usually swap stories over fresh peaches and homemade jam. Karen's turned it into her personal propaganda stage, complete with a Save Our Lake banner and glossy flyers showing murky water she claims is from my farm. She's preaching about toxic runoff, scaring families with kids who swim in that lake, and I can see the worry on their faces. Good people like Mrs. Lee, who's been buying my carrots for years, or Old Man Carter, who fishes off his dock every dawn. I set up my usual veggie stand, 20 feet from her circus, laying out my tomatoes like nothing's wrong. But inside, I'm ready for war. Emily steps up, cool as ice, and asks to speak. Folks, she says, holding up a piece of paper. This is the so-called environmental order Karen used to wreck my dad's farm. Reference number EMR 5512025. Guess what? It's the same number as a county permit to fix potholes on Route 12 last month. The crowd gasps, then laughs. Mrs. Lee's the first, her chuckle cutting through the tension like a knife. Carter pipes up, Karen, you telling me my fishing spot's a pothole now? The market's buzzing, and Karen's face is turning redder than my beefsteak tomatoes. Nate's up next, projecting real-time data from my greenhouse sensors onto a screen he's rigged up on our table. pH 7.2, turbidity 0.8 NTU, no trace of chemicals. Me dad's farm is cleaner than your tap water, he says, and the crowd's eating it up. Karen's scrambling, shouting about hacked sensors, but it's too late. The tide's turning, and she knows it. She packs up her booth in a huff, but I see that look in her eyes, pure desperation. This isn't over, not by a long shot. By Monday, we've got a cease and desist from the state, calling Karen's order complete bunk, and a restraining order stopping any more bulldozers. But Karen? She doubles down, setting up Bluetooth beacons around the lake to ping fines through her shady Willow Creek Guard app. Mrs. Lee gets slapped with $150 for walking her dog. Carter's hit with $300 for his boat dock. Even the mailman's fined for delivering packages. It's digital tyranny, and it's pissing people off. Nate traces the app's IP straight to Blue Horizon Resorts. That same logo from her clipboard, a luxury developer with a $10 million loan tied to remediating our lakefront. Emily digs deeper, finds Karen's got a 30% stake in the deal. This isn't about fees or the environment. It's a land grab, plain and simple. The county board meeting is where it all comes to a head. Karen's got a 40-slide PowerPoint, all slick charts and fake photos of polluted water, claiming my farm's a ticking time bomb. She's got half the board nodding along until I call up Mike Dawson, the bulldozer crew supervisor. Mike's sweating bullets, but he plays a recording of Karen telling him to bury paint cans and fake contamination. The room goes dead silent, and Karen's shouting about context while the board chairman, Mr. Peterson, looks like he's ready to spit nails. Nate seals the deal with a flowchart showing how Karen's conservation fund funnels money to Blue Horizon. The board votes unanimously to kill her orders, and the DA's office is now sniffing around for fraud charges. But Karen's not done. That night, I'm walking my rebuilt dock, the lake glowing gold in the sunset, when I see her standing there, a pistol glinting in her hand. 15 years, Tom, she says, tears streaming. I put everything into this deal, me house, my savings, my life, and you ruined it in a week. My heart's pounding, but I tap my earpiece. Emily, you hearing this? Emily's voice comes through, calm and steady, talking Karen down like she's defusing a bomb. I hear how much this hurts, Karen, but you've still got choice. Let's find a way through this. Nate's drone is circling, recording everything. Deputies are creeping up the shore. Karen's shaking, the gun drops, and she collapses, sobbing. The deputies cuff her gently, and as they lead her away, I feel not victory, but something heavier, like pity mixed with relief. The community rallies hard after that. Mrs. Lee brings dumplings, Carter organizes a dock rebuilding party, and we put up a sign, Willow Creek, governed by law, no HOA nonsense. But a week later, I'm sorting mail when I find a letter from Shoreline Ventures, another developer, all polite, but with a sharp edge. We've studied Ms. Walsh's mistakes, Mr. Harper, and we won't repeat them. I call out to Emily, you free next week? Looks like round two's coming. She laughs. Nate's already tinkering with new sensors, and Linda's updating our crisis playbook. We're ready. So what do you think? Ever dealt with someone like Karen? Someone who thinks they can bully their way to power? Drop your stories in the comments. I want to hear how you fought back, or if you're still fighting. Hit that like button if this got your blood pumping, and subscribe to Harper Stories for more tales of regular folks taking on the big dogs. This is Tom, signing off. But trust me, this lake's got more stories to tell.